to Britain or Ireland, you'd say, what's the model, what do I base it on? You'd look at Ferguson and you'd do it.
Well, John,
now, it has changed, and the directors have come in charge. That doesn't make it right.
John,
okay.
You can't call Ferguson a model. Ferguson was an exception. He was an exceptional character in almost every respect. You can't base a system on that. There's another example of which
a system on that. I mean, I'm saying
you are. You're basing the principle. You're saying the principle is the manager should choose the players.
Well, that's what Ferguson did for 20 odd years.
But John, I give you an example. Liverpool has been beaten in the last 10 years. Julio came in, did well for the club.
Yeah.
The next year we brought 4 or 5 French players in.
Yeah.
A year later, Julio was gone. Benitez comes in. He doesn't want to work with the French players. So you've got to sell all these French players who came in for between 6 and 12 million. Giroud, Diao, Diouf, they all had to go. Then Rafa comes in. Then he was in a powerful position because there was a problem with the owners. He brought all the Spanish players in. Then Rafa goes, and you've got to get rid of all these players. You can't give.
What they did was to choose the wrong managers.
No. They gave the manager free rein to buy whoever they wanted to buy.
Yeah, but it was the appointment of the manager in the first place.
Yeah, no, but they were successful managers in the history of Liverpool. If you look at the last 10 years, they were 2 of the most successful managers of the last 15, 20 years.
Yeah, won trophies.
They won trophies.
Rafa won
the Champions League, nearly won the league, won the FA Cup.
Yeah.
And they gave him sole charge, and they said, you can buy who you want. They brought the French players in, brought the Spanish players in. New manager comes, you've got to get rid of these players. But in this day and age, you can't give a manager sole charge of their transfer.
How did Julio win the things that he won then? Was he in charge of them when he won it?
Yeah,
was he in charge of the players?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, why didn't they keep him doing it then?
Yeah, but as a club, if you give the manager sole charge, you put yourself under pressure in the position.
There's another...
You can't get rid of
Okay, well, briefly, I'll just say
Tottenham
Hotspur sold Gareth Bale for the bones of 100 million. And that money was spent last summer by the guy who runs Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. His name is Levy. He's the guy who spends the money and makes the decisions.
And the
guy...
Coaching.
Yeah, with the director of coaching. And he's the guy who got rid of Harry Redknapp, who took them into the Champions League, because Harry wanted to have a say. What you're saying, John, is in principle right, but when you're talking hundreds of millions, and it's wrong. And when you look at the models around the world, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, John, it has to be different. The culture of the game has to change. You cannot give with agents around, for example.
It's obviously you have to have control with Levi, or any has to know what's going on and how the money is going to be spent. But what you have to do, I mean, the principle is the same with any manager. You give him a budget, and it's up to him then to spend that money as he sees fit. If you don't do that, then you're into the committee situation, and there's nobody in charge of what's going on. There's no vision.
I put it very colloquially. They won't give 100 million budget to a guy who left school when he was 14 and a half.
Guys, we're going to leave it there. I'm sorry, we're way over time. By the way, I don't have 100 million. I certainly don't. Not even Italian lira or
we'll get you on the committee.
Yeah. I like a good lunchtime. Now, let's see what happened in the other group.